Bugatti money! Got giant pink! Let's go, who juicing? Previously on KIMBA TV. So if I were you, I would do a fixed range volume profile here to see where the value area high, value area low, and point of control would be in this sector. And then I would do the same thing for here. So you're taking a look at, you're going to include the candle that is within this range, you know? So you don't include that candle, but since that candle is like this, you can include that one because that matters. And so, and then, you know, you can clearly see that this is kind of like its own little range. So that's how I would kind of start to put together your previous value sectors. Can I get a cut joya? Chap Superstar Frankie JV says, I hope I didn't make mistake of not taking this long and waiting for CME. Well, I mean, you can just kind of tell what's been happening over the weekend. So all of these levels we've had for weeks. So just take a look at how each level reacted. So level by level. I'm actually in a short JV. Yeah. So we'll see. I think this will get cleaned this week. So maybe like Monday or Tuesday, like ring. So resistance. Oh, CME is back. Resistance, support. Could bounce here. Could be. I mean, if it's really bullish, it's gonna do some goofy shit like that. It already turned that into support. So I would personally like to see like this, and then ultimately get back below this. I think that's what I would prefer to see. And you bet your ass I'm fucking long in this bitch. So, well, let me redo this. I don't actually know where that box is. It's probably like 7.5, so lower. So, we have to look at all of this actually. Somewhere here. All right, JV. I don't know. We'll probably do a little bit, but obviously first things first. So dink, 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 dink would be the most sensical, perhaps. Kachashimaya, let's go! Let's go! Kachoya! Here we go! Here we go! Dip the tip, ho! Dip the tip, ho! Dip the tip, ho! Dip the tip, ho! Yeah! Single print grab! Kachoy, let's go! Shaman says, what did I miss today? How long have you been streaming? I've been streaming for, I don't know, like 15 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, brother. Nothing. Look at the levels that you copied from me. Here's where we are right now, big dog. If this really is a swing fail, it won't lose what? Shaman. But these are levels that we've had for the last couple weeks, right, Shaman? And so just take a look. Just take a look. 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 Remember this? Do you remember this orange? And then, so, like, you know we've had level. You know we've had this level. You know we've had this level. And you know we've had this orange line, right? So it's just bing bong ding dong, would you say? We don't get bullish on penetration. Get bullish on what? So that's about it. If it does come back here, I want to see the reaction here. If it does come back here, I want to see action here. CME just grabbed its own single prints. And we're waiting for the first 30-minute candle to close for the gap fill but not mine play. Is this a bullish or bearish gap, Shaman? And how would it react if it really was bearish? How would it react if it really was bullish? And so it's kind of exciting, my boy. Ain't it? I think this is exciting as fuck. I mean, I wouldn't say it's a typical Sunday, but in terms of like a gap, typical Sunday. So just a little thang, you know, nothing too crazy, my boy. Yeah, so higher time frame, I'm still bullish. On smaller and medium time frame, I feel like this is a little bit bearish. And obviously, if it pulls back, my next level of interest would be the 109, the dotted red line. That theoretically, if it was bullish, it should be support, right? Like if even if it pulled back this way, like as long as it bounces from there, bulls are good, right? So that would obviously be sort of like my next level that I would be looking at. But realistically speaking, I think this is, you know, it's anytime. I don't know about you, but have you been watching Sunday gaps? They're not really reliable. Like this is a bullish CME Sunday resumption gap, but I think it closes the whole thing. So I think this is just kind of you know, is all about what do you think? You know, what have you been seeing lately? So, and I don't know if you remember, but do you remember where we left off in terms of those lows last week? Do you remember what we said about these lows? So I was already kind of in the mood. Were you here on Saturday? I think I actually said I was going to be looking for a short. And then hopefully we clean the shit like Monday or Tuesday. So I was already just kind of thinking into it. Plus it pixeled fucked into the 7-5 in the green line. I can't help myself. Yeah, but if I get a chance to long like 106 300, which is the green line down here. Oh my God. Now I feel like, if this gets lower than the red line, then I would really think this is going to get cleaned. And then everybody that's going to try to long this is probably going to get fucked. So then, like, if that level isn't going to work, then I already have that level marked. Oh my God, dude. Yeah, so I don't know. I think not really that bullish to me, to be honest. I mean, this is great, but I think if you remember what we talked about last week, cleaning this week would be really Gucci Magooch. Hedge fund, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? I know some of y'all got longs. Don't be looking at me with that weird side eye. But Kimba, I have a long from 1083. What do you mean it's gonna go to 106? No, I didn't say that. If it bounces off the red line, we don't even need to talk about the yellow line being lost, right, Logie? Hey, bulls, just bounce off of the red line and you're good. Don't get all insecure on me, bulls. But yeah, it's level to level, ladies and gentlemen. We never get bullish on penetration, right? So I don't think I'm really asking for much. Gypsy says I still have long from 98.5. Keep that bitch running. Don't close it. All right. Worst case scenario, Gypsy, this is going to go back to like 106s. All right. I'm sure you're not going to be tripping too bad. Yeah. So, and you know what? There's a chance that the bulls bounce it off of the red line at 108.969 and 51 cents. And so, do you, boo-boo? But yeah, first things first, we need to see what the first 30-minute close is. And so this is CME ETH and a bullish gap, ladies and gentlemen. That is a bullish gap. So we'll see if the bulls can do its thing. And I don't know how long you have been here, Gypsy, but I already went over the Monday morning plan as well. So let me know if you have any questions about that. I hope we can bring Senora Consuela in this week. I don't know which one you're talking about, but it's not going to go to 104. Make sure you rewind and get caught up. Vegan Beef says, I just started $1,000. Vegan Beef, you were the one that was asking me about why I took the short. Was it a satisfactory answer? I don't know. What I would tell you, Vegan Beef, is definitely get caught up on like the Thursday, Friday, Saturday stuff. Really more specifically, maybe like Friday, Saturday. Because we were already talking about maybe thinking about getting into a short, Sunday or potentially Monday, but ultimately looking for like a really bullish, like another opportunity to add to all of our longs, around where the bad lows are, and it's level to level. I don't want you to feel like, like I need to be in a short too. Fuck no, dude. Like I just, this bitch could come back down to here at 108.9 and bounce. Let's be real, and that's still a nice little short for me. I'm still juicing. But I understand that it could go to the 1.25 and come all the way back. I've seen so many things. So the data really matters, right? We're about to see what the reaction is right here, right? We're going to see, do we nuke through? Do we melt through? Do we bounce at 7.5 or do we actually go to 8.86? How long does it, take? Are there any invalidations? Do we go to the 7.5 and reject at the golden pocket and then go straight to 1.25? Because not all of those scenarios are bearish, right? Two of those are very, very bullish, right? So, and I feel like I feel like I told you guys early enough where if you really did believe it, you could have taken it with me, or you could have just sat there and be like, nah, fuck that. But I feel like the timing was good, and like I always say, man. Every single day, every single trade, every single little volatile move up or down, you have an opportunity to prove it to yourself that you know what you're doing. And that doesn't mean you're doing the same trade as I am. I'm talking about some people are going to try to long this red line. Okay? And that's good enough preparation if you're a bull. Some people like me, maybe we're shorting that green line, But it really does, all I care about is, are you prepared? Do you do what you think is right? Do you let other people influence you? Because remember, if you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. So it's really like, are you really bullish? Are you really bearish? Or you just bullshitting? And when the bullets start flying, when the drones start flying, you're just gonna grab some goofy ass sandals and throw it like a little girl. All right. But I think you guys are enjoying these Sunday streams, yeah? And it's real life shit. It is what it is. I think a lot of it just comes down to like how much of a believer are you in CME gaps on Sunday? You feel me? I think that's really what it is, because that's what is the biggest driver in all of this, right? I think the whole gap gets closed, and I think we're, maybe looking at some of these single prints getting grabbed. It could just grab this one in SFP and then go too, right? Yeah. So anything is possible. Obviously, grabbing this single print and bouncing is going to correlate to going to the red line and bouncing too. So anyways, we just got to take it level by level. And if you're somebody like JV that, is enthusiastically trying to chase and add into longs, then obviously you want to start prepping for like that 106, 106.2, 106.4. It might even be before that, Right, JV? You doing all right, big dog? Let's lock in, my guy. I need you to lock in now. And you ready for some altcoin thanks? And apologies if any of these things go off right now, because it's going to blow our eardrums, ladies and gentlemen. How you guys doing? Latisse, let's go. J-Bucks, let's go. Vegan Beef says, I just feel like sometimes you explain things in a way that's out of my league. Okay. And if that does happen, just be like, hey, Kimba, this one little thing, could you elaborate a little bit more on it for me? And I got you. All this CME gap single printed stuff, I have a lot to learn. Okay, that's okay. Why don't you start putting together a list, Vegan Beef? Okay? Then let's do it. But let's be real about it. I need to know specifically what you know and what you don't know, you know, and I need you to start taking note of what you don't know so that we can go over it, not just sit there and be like dirt. So let's take advantage of all the fucking time we got together, and I'm here at your disposal. So you should ask me like, hey, you know, Vegan Beef, you know what I have coming up this Saturday? How I like to identify levels. I'm going to break it down in like 30, 40 minutes. This is how I figure out maybe this is somewhere where I might want to short, or maybe this is where I might want to long. And then the next week after that, I'm going to go over how the fuck do I actually decide if I want to long or short. So, and then the week after that, what I'll do is we'll watch the original one together and do like a Q&A. Lions, stop the music, stop. Everybody take a deep breath. Everybody take a deep breath. Don't get caught on this 5-minute bullshit. Please don't. No one cares if you're getting into a long or getting into a short, or, oh, I don't want to miss out on the short, or don't do that. Don't do that. You know, enjoy it. Don't start the week off getting all fucked up and stressed on a Sunday, chat. Don't do that. Don't do that. So, like I said in the very beginning, I think this is something that you were already preparing and planning to do. And I don't want anybody to think you're going to miss out on a trade, okay? So, you know, whether you're longing or shorting, just relax. Don't tense up, you know. Let's get juicy with it. Sounds good? Lincoln says break even, going to sleep. Fuck yes. Please do not start the week off on some stressful shit. Lions, don't do that. We're not going to do that, okay? The math is the math, but, you know, don't be like chasing shit and, you know, doing some goofy shit. I can understand that if you want to play and you're prepared and you're executing, awesome, but do not do some FOMO shit. I'm really just talking to the Lion Cubs, to be honest. Yeah. Ogre says same good night, good shit. I'm going to be on early tomorrow, so hey, sleep well, rest well, right, ZZ? And be ready to bring your best. I need your best, ZZ. Salute. You will have my best. I'm gonna be counting on your best now. Ogre, you too now. Ace, let's go, man. Shout out Austin, Texas. Shout out Texas. Mandela says, thanks for the stream. Brother, I didn't do nothing that you couldn't have done, man. Thank you for thanking me for doing nothing. Shout outs to you, Mandelo. Man, Mandelo, I know what you're doing right now. I feel like what you're doing right now is way more helpful than anything I'm doing. I ain't really say nothing today. Just math. Moses says, have you used or looked at fib circles? Is something going on? Because you're literally the 6th person that have fucking asked me that, dude. Forget fib circles, or is there like crop circles showing up? Somebody must have said some shit in PSG or something. Somebody's drawing like crop circles or something. Huh? Crazy. We can look at it if you want. I don't use them. I think they're just a little bit garbaggio. Yeah, I think you need high market cap to do fib circles. Arrow Fury says, LOL, this volatility, 5-minute candle close on the 75786. So there's 2 bullish levels Fibonacci-wise that it could go to. And there's 3 levels, bearish-wise, that Fibonacci levels it could go to. Yeah, but don't get got, you know? This is exactly like why after it nukes through the golden pocket, you can't predict the future. And this is where you have to give it time and let the markets decide. If the golden pocket is resistance, what would it do? Right? If it's going to hold the 7.5, where would it rotate to? Like everybody, you all know this shit and have seen this shit. So just let it do its thing and trust it. But this is where like your adrenaline, your stress hormones and all that will fuck all that shit up, and you're going to be sitting there thinking what you want to happen is what's supposed to happen. And that's not it at all. Trust what you've seen before. If it really is bullish, you know what a 7505 rotation looks like. Okay? How do you know? These are 5-minute candles, for God's sakes. I just said this 10 minutes ago, right? How do you know if the golden pocket is turned into resistance? Like, you guys have seen all this shit yourselves. You don't have to trust, you know, what the invalidation is and the confirmations are. So just don't get got. You know, this is what I would say. If you're fucking sweating bullets and you feel some type of way on 5-minute volatility, you are not ready for FOMC this month. You cannot get got on 5-minute volatility. It's moving $100 up, $200 down, $200 up. Dude, that's nothing. That doesn't mean anything. I don't think you can be like, oh, it's bullish, oh, it's bearish on 5-minute volatility, right? So really, you know what the test is? Do you get got? You know? Or can you just sit here, relax, and let it do its thing? That's the test. It's not about like, are you longing? Are you shorting? It's none of that. It starts with, did you get got? Or can you just sit here and fucking wait 15 minutes? Let's go, Lions! Sometimes like I'll be the bus driver, you know, heading towards Lithuania, and there'll be like lion cubs talking about, are we there yet? 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 Relax, young lion cub. God damn. So this is exactly because you're going to have so many moments like this. This isn't like it's not like we've never seen stuff like this before, right? Let it do its thing, man. Let it do its thing. Yeah. Yeah. Daipopi, you good? Enjoy it, man. You got to enjoy volatility like this. It can't be something that like bothers you or fucks with you, you know? Hey, shout out Rahman Online, Lion Cub for 8 months, my boy. Let's go, Rahman. Tawana, love you, brother. Bajo, let's go. Joffrey, let's go. Guillermo, let's go. De nada. Alex says, good time to buy, good time to go to the YouTube and watch the highlights. Yes. Quit playing with me. RPM says, thanks for your time. It's my pleasure, man. Hey, RPM. This is just real life shit, man. I'm just like you guys. CME open. Why would I not be here to hang out with you guys? Opportunity to juice, right? We did our thing. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And guess what? We'll be here again early tomorrow for RTH open. You with me, RPM? Thank you for your time too, RPM. It's not just me. It's your time as well, brother. Let's get after it. I'm sure it's not going to go my way, but I just, based off of kind of like what we're looking at, I feel like the whole week is pretty well prepared for. Obviously, the first thing that could be a curveball for me is going to be that 108.969 level, right? Obviously, if it bounces off of their RPM, I don't need to worry about 106, right? But as each level does get lost, if VWAP gets lost, if the sub-range point of control gets lost, if the dotted yellow line gets lost, especially if we go back below the orange support line, right? All of those things, I think you know what all of those mean. So if those get lost, you know individually yourself what we could be looking at and what kind of data would be relevant to be paying attention to. So, you know, if these levels don't hold, just from a higher time frame level, like 106 looks good. Alex F says, you think is going to break through? I would say so, yes. However, I cannot predict the future, Alex. Neither can you, and no one can. But you know what I can do? You know what you can do, Alex? We can figure out if there's a bull div or not. We can watch to see if there's bottom shorters or not. We can wait to see if there's a swing fail pattern or a failed auction. And bit by bit, we can start to rely on math to see if it will break through or not, Alex. And that's what we should be doing. Not trying to say, I think it's going to do this, I think it's going to do that. I want you to be able to tell me if you think it's going to break or hold based off of data. Yeah, so I'm in a short, Alex, but not because I think it's going to break that level. Because I didn't want to shave any of my longs. So, you know, I want you to have a like organic thought process that you can trust yourself. What I would say to you that might help you like understand why I have this bias is I want you to go back and see all the other CME gaps that happened on a Sunday. And I think what you'll notice is a lot of them, if not all, depending on how far back you go, eventually they get closed. Okay? So historically speaking, you have the higher probability that, yeah, this is probably going to get closed because the last 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, they all got closed. What would be some things that would make you say, oh, maybe this time is different? Well, reacting at the single print and the value, the VWAP. I think that would be pretty strong. I think holding this would be pretty strong. At the end of the day, brother, if it doesn't close the gap in its entirety, the bullish edge still remains. All right, so those are the ways that I would start thinking about it. And rewind the stream and listen to what I was talking about when I talk about this open. This open level is very important. Okay, if bulls can just snap back in and then make a higher high, that's very, very bullish because that's a huge gap they left behind. So you need to take it level by level. Don't try to guess. You know, wait for the 5-minute, wait for the 30-minute candle closes, and, you know, change your probabilities on if it still has the room to go down or not. All right, y'all, you know what it is. Longers, I'm rooting for you. Shorters, I'm rooting for you. Bulls, bears, we're all lines. Stay safe, all right? I'll see you guys in 13 hours. Have a great night. Make sure you enjoy the last remaining few hours of Sunday because tomorrow, I need everybody's best. Sounds good? Let's go, y'all! I'm excited. Let's get this juice, man. Hey, love you guys. Have a great night. Peace, everybody. Kachaya!